Hey now friends, Lola here. I'm trying to get myself together. So first of all, I do not have my normal setup today. I broke something and I have to buy another one, so I don't have like the normal thing I use. And of course, I forgot about it until I go to record and I set up my stuff and I'm like, wait a minute, something's missing. Oh yeah, that thing is broken and I didn't buy another one. So here we are. I'm live. I'm here with you. Yeah, I got a quick word that I just want to come on and encourage y'all with. I've been super full as in just having a lot of stuff that I wanted to pour out and give, but I haven't been able to do it because I'm like, man, I work alone. Like, it's just me. Like, I don't have no team that is there and I can delegate tasks to, that can do stuff for me. I don't have that. So like a lot of times I'm wanting to do more and I can't do more. Okay. And so this summer is super busy for me and for my family because one, this is our family time. This is summer. What do families do in the summer? They spend time together. They do stuff that they love. Summer is like so important for families, and especially like children. Like, this is their fun time, especially when they get to the point where they're actually able to enjoy a summer and realize that the sun is staying out longer at night and trying to like have little wars who can stay up the latest. Did any of you all do that? If you had siblings, have like the little wars on who could stay up the latest? Well, anyways, my family has now reached that point of where they are fighting to stay up the latest. So I pulled an all-nighter recently, and I guess they didn't know what an all-nighter was. I pulled an all-nighter doing some work, and they stayed up with me. And since that point, they've been like, can we stay up like that again? And I'm like, fam, listen, all-nighters, I don't do that no more. Like, I'm hitting the point where I like to go to sleep. I understand how important it is for my body. But anyways, this summer has been really busy. It's been a time for me to enjoy time with my family, but it's also been a time for me to like get some work done. And like, I've been super busy with like work, and I knew this was coming. In spring, I knew it was coming. I came on live and I talked to you all that incredibly unimaginable opportunities are coming. Like, incredibly unimaginable opportunities are coming, and they came. You know, I came on and I dropped affirmations from time to time on this page, and I came on one day and I said, you know, I have a contract coming and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm putting aside money for the attorney to review the contract, you know, and I wrote that stuff. And I'm not one of those people where I just say things because I want to get a reaction out of people. I don't just put posts out there because I want y'all to engage with my content. I say stuff that I feel like is dropping on me. And I said that, and boom, months later, the contract that I wrote about, it came. So this is a busy time. I'm full. I have so much to share with y'all, but I can't do it because I work alone, which leads me to the point of this broadcast. I work alone. Yes, I have a partner. I have Dante, and he is amazing, but for the most part, I do everything alone. I don't have a team yet. One of my Bambinos wrote something the other day. Wrote me a note, Mommy, you're going to have a successful team. They said that. And I'm like, yeah, keep writing those prophetic declarations and the things that you expect for us and the things that you feel in your heart. Write those things down. But for now, I don't have that. I'm moving solo. I'm taking this thing that I feel called to do. I'm taking this thing that I feel called to create, and I'm building it alone. Okay, I'm building it alone. I see some familiar faces. Bridget Harris, yes, I did a live months ago. Incredibly unimaginable opportunities are coming. It's on my YouTube channel. It's probably here. I'll try to go back and relink the video in the comments here. But it was 2 parts because maybe the broadcast went out or something. Or something happened that day that disrupted me and I had to like turn it off and start. But yeah, I talked about this and now the time is here. But my point is, I am someone who feels called to do something. And I have to do a lot alone. I don't have a team. I don't have help. Sometimes when I even try to pay for things and get people to help me, like, it falls through. It doesn't happen. So I just do a lot on my own. And I've learned to do that. And I've learned to be okay with that. Something that I saw today brought me to this point of where I want to come on and I want to encourage you. So if you're someone who is called to create something, if you're someone who already has a dream that you have moved from, oh, I'm inspired, oh, I got this idea, and now you're putting it into action, but you're doing a lot alone. This is going to especially be for you. And it's going to flow. I don't know what I'm going to say. I have no clue. And I don't expect to stay on here long. So if you're not here yet, then you're going to miss it, because in my perfect world, what I'm about to do is just share this with you, make sure you understand, pray a little prayer to seal it, and then get off. And that's probably going to take me like 5 minutes. So
my mom lied, y'all. She's going to take another 14 minutes.
So if that sounds cool for y'all, just go ahead and comment and say, I'm ready. Drop an emoji. Let me know you're there, because engagement does help me. Like, I like to see that y'all understand all that good stuff. I was sitting up today, and for so many of us, we have the information that we need. For so many of us, we have the tools that we need. For so many of us, we have everything that we need, but it's like we don't know what to do with it. We don't know what to do with the information. We don't know what to do with the resources, and we don't know where to start. And something that helps us figure out where to start is having a model to follow. And not just a model on a set of instructions, but a model in a person. I was thinking about this as my daughter was baking some muffins. So she's making some muffins, and it's her first time today using this muffin mix, and she had to ask me a few questions. And so initially I stopped to answer her questions, and I'm like, you understand what I'm saying? And then I was like, no, I need to show you what I'm talking about, and then you can go back and mirror what I'm doing for yourself. And in that moment, it dropped on me that some of what is stopping so many of us is not that we don't have the information. It's not that we don't have the resources. It's just that we don't have the model. We don't have people that can help us. We don't have people that can show us what to do, whether that be like a mentor at work, or whether you go and pay someone to help coach you, whether it's your spiritual leader or whatever it is. It's like you don't have that. And because you don't have it, it's slowing you down, it's stopping you. It's not the information. You got the information. You're just like, I don't know what to do with it. Another case in point, I was listening to someone else talk. The person that I was talking to was like, yeah, I went and studied business at NC State, blah, 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 blah. And then another person around me is like, they studied business too. And it's like they're in two totally different positions in their life. They're doing two totally different things, and one is kind of just floundering like a fish that is not in its proper environment, a fish that is sitting up like this and just floundering. One is just floundering because they haven't had a model to follow. They haven't had anyone that's come along and said, hey, do this, do that, do this and that, and that gets their ball rolling and gets their juices rolling so they can take all the information they have and utilize it in the best way. But both of them studied the same thing. I'm like, both of y'all studied the same thing. You know, how does this happen? Both of you all have the same set of information, but because one had a model to follow, they're further along on their path than the one that doesn't have the model to follow. So that's what I'm here to help you with today, to just let you know that it's not a matter of you not having information or resources or tools. It's a matter of you need somebody to help show you what to do first, how to use this information. And the person that shows you this stuff, they're not going to have all the answers. But what they are going to have is something that helps you to get the ball rolling so that your mind can get in the place of actually taking this overwhelming amount of information and putting it into something that is doable, putting it into something that putting it into a way that you can like push it out and roll it out. Okay, so that's what I'm going to pray for. Something else that I thought about today when I was thinking about all of this stuff is like all of the information is overwhelming. If I'm talking to you all and y'all are asking me a question and I start spouting out all this information to you, man, it's going to be so overwhelming. It's like your head is going to be spinning. You're going to be like drowning in all of this freaking information. And it's like, that's where a lot of you all are. You're just drowning in this stuff. But what will help you is, one, finding a model to follow, and then two, taking it one step at a time. Like, yes, we have to do things alone. I am a creator that moves solo predominantly. Someone asked me yesterday or 2 days ago, they're like, hey, do you offer this type of service? I'm like, I can't do that now because I don't have the capacity for it, because I move solo. Okay. And that would take too much energy. So for right now, I have to focus on about 2 things that I'll do. That's it. My point in saying that is, like, I get it. We have to move solo. We don't have everything we need all at once. You know, sometimes when you're starting out, people don't even believe in you enough to want to come in and support what you're doing and help you. That's why I've told y'all, I've offered to pay people for stuff, and like, it's falling through. And they're like, I'm like, wow, am I not worth just, I'm giving you money. Like, the money is worth something, even if you don't think my idea is, you know what I'm saying? So we have to do things on our own. And when we do, you just do one thing at a time, so you don't overwhelm yourself. You just tackle one thing at a time. And you know, hold on, there's a dog in my yard. One moment. You better get out of here. Get out of here. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's what I looked at a moment ago when you saw me kind of dip away, and I was like, what? Wait a daggone minute. What is that? But it's a very friendly dog, but it shouldn't be in my yard. And I have cats that are out there, and I like to make sure they're protected and all that good stuff. My point is, yes, we have to move solo. Yes, some of what we do can be overwhelming, but you can do it because you have to do it. Just take it one step at a time. Just take it one step at a time. And I say you have to do it. I'm not saying that to like kind of promote this mentality of you can do everything alone. Anybody that knows me, you know I don't believe in that. Like, I'm very team oriented. I love pulling on the strengths of others. I love allowing other people to pull on my strengths. I love allowing other people to show me my weaknesses. Did you catch that? I love being around other people so I can see my weaknesses and flaws. I also love being around people that are stronger than me so that my competitive edge can be sharpened. Do you know that you need to be around some people just so that they can pull out the competitor in you? So that they can pull out that thing that God placed in us through biology that says you need to survive. So they can pull out that thing that says you got to win. You need to be around people so you can do that. So I am pro people, but I also know that when we are building, a lot of times we have to build alone. A lot of times we will go alone. You think about Abraham. When I was thinking about him the other day, y'all. So Abraham in the Bible, when God initially called him and his name was still Abram, and God told him that he would have to leave and go off where he was going to be sent. God didn't give him all the details. God didn't give him complete instructions. And I said, I wonder, was part of the reason that God told Abraham to leave and start doing what he was doing alone? Was it so that he would get away from people that may have discouraged his dream? Was it so that he would get away from people that would possibly laugh at his idea, laugh at the fact that he was going to have a child in his old age? I mean, you think about it. His wife laughed. So Sarah, when she heard the news, she laughed. So was part of the reason that God told him to leave from around all of the people that knew him, that were comfortable with him, was part of that because they may have discouraged him? You think about it. People that know you, people that are comfortable with you, people that are common with you will say things to you that a stranger won't. They'll say things to you. Think about what your family will say to you because they know you. They'd be like, you can't do that. And a stranger might see you, and the stranger sees the strength in you, the skill in you, and they're like, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, And I'm going to be watching you and like applauding you as you go along. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, but when I think about us as people that have to like go and do things alone, and we're building and we're moving and we're taking these ideas, these dreams, we're taking these big heavy callings. Every time I think about the word calling, I think about the book of Ecclesiastes and how Solomon wrote that God has placed eternity in the hearts of men. Eternity is something that is immeasurable. And I think about our callings, how sometimes they feel like that. The weight of them is immeasurable. He's placed that on us. And we have these big, heavy callings and these things to do. And we feel like we're doing it alone and we're going at it alone. But some of the reason that God is sending us alone, it could be so that he gets you away from people that will discourage you. So that he gets you away from the people that will laugh at you. And he gets you around people that can challenge you, that can bring out your competitive edge, that can show you your weaknesses. It's okay to get feedback, y'all. It's okay. Feedback makes us better. So that he can get you around people that can see who you are even when you can't see it, and they can begin to call it out and call you up. So that's what I'm praying for today. So Father, I just thank you for this moment. I thank you for this time. I thank you for everything that you've given us. I thank you for the dreamers that are on here. I thank you for the doers that are on here. I thank you for the people, your children that you placed on here that have these ideas, these call-ins. I even thank you for the people listening now and they're like, I don't think I have anything to do. But Father, I thank you that you've given them something to do. And I thank you that you're going to begin to show them. So what I'm praying for is what I started with today. It's the message that I started with today, that we need models. We need people that can help us. And some of you all that are on here, you're either an example, you're going to be a model for someone else, or you're either going to be receiving the example, or you can be both. You can be both. You can mentor up and you can mentor down. You can help show somebody the way, but then on this other side, somebody else is showing you the way. So Father, I just thank you for putting us around the people that can help us. Some of the people will be within physical proximity to us. Some of them won't. They'll be online, they'll be through the internet, but I thank you for just guiding those connections. Some of the people will not even know that they're helping us. Some of them will mentor us from afar. Their content will serve to push us deeper and closer to our calling and the manifestation of these dreams you've given us, of the purpose you've given us. Grace and peace, Apostle Daryl O'Neill. Love you so much. I really mean that. But Father, I just thank you for doing that. Because some of you all are like, oh, I need to physically be around somebody, or oh, I got to have someone I can talk to every day. Some people will have resources that you can get access to, and you can get the information that you need. You can get the direction that you need through that. So Father, I just thank you for connecting us, and thank you for showing us. And I just pray that you would just encourage the hearts of these people with the dreams. Father, you've given us some amazing stuff to do, God. And I know that you are more committed to your plans than we are, because when you created that plan, you spoke a word even before we were born. And you, God, esteem your word more than you esteem your name. That means that you put your word, that promise, that plan higher than you even put your name, God. So that means that you are super committed to it. Let us see that. Let us fall in line with whatever it is that you're saying, and trust you to be our shepherd, trust you to guide us, trust you to show us, because you do it so greatly. I thank you. I bless you. I honor you in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. That's it. That's all I have for today. Grace and peace, Stephanie. I'm done. So if you missed the broadcast, please go off and listen to it. And yeah, I don't have anything else. Like, I'm just let the Lord drop the mic. And that's it. I'm Lola with the Smoking Prophet. Until next time, y'all have the most amazing life.